Hi guys, it's Emily from Novel Novels and welcome to today's video. This is my Autumn Books 2024. Now, I'm filming this on like the 7th of August because I'm trying to pre-film so at the end of the holidays I can chill and try not to film too much. I can't believe autumn's nearly approaching. Summer has been just what I needed health-wise, like it's made my knee so much better, like I can't describe. This year is just, yeah, summer is like one of the best months for my knee. Autumn's pretty good. Winter and spring, not so much, because winter is obviously the worst month for my knee. It's the worst month for all my joints. Spring is hit and miss because of the joints with the dampness. But autumn is one of my favourite months. Autumn is like the next favourite season after this one. I'm hoping we get an extended late summer because summer did hit very late this year. So I'm hoping that even though these are all autumn books, we'll still get some late sun. I'm crossing fingers. Obviously for me, autumn months are, I think in general this is the case anyway, but autumn months are September, October and November. So September is obviously the month the kids go back to school. It's a late summery month. Then we have October, which is Halloween at the end, so it's the spooky, and it's also Victober, which is a big event on BookTube. And then we have November, where it starts to get colder, it starts to get darker, it starts to get really spooky-ish, and we obviously have fireworks. For me, October, Charlie's birthday month, my sister's birthday month. We also have Chris's birthday in September, and then November is my nibbling's birthday, so we have all of those sort of things happening. Like I said, the kids go back to school. September is normally the month where me and Chris actually start doing stuff. At the end of September, I will give you a sneaky peek in the fact that I am going to London to meet Kat from Frozen Reviews at the end of September. So that will be a big event for me. Like, I'm going to travel there on my own to meet her, and we're going to have a day together. I think I might vlog a little bit, you never know if you want. But we're going to be doing that. But I've got 3 contemporaries, 3 historical fiction, and then 3 random ones. So that's a bit of fantasy, and I think I've got 1 classic in there. Obviously, October, realistically, October, you know, I'll be reading a lot of Victorian classics, but I'm not going to be showing you any of them because I don't like sneaky peeks for that. Anyway, some of these are going to be on my September TBR, but I'm not going to show you which ones because that would be giving spoilers. But you'll see that there's 3 that are appearing on here that are going in September. So let's show you what I've got. I'll start with the 3 contemporaries, then I'll do the 3 random, then I'll do the 3 historical fiction. So the first one in my contemporaries is the Millie Johnson book, Here Comes the Girls, which is set sail for the holiday of a lifetime. So it's holiday-ish, but it's got like the flowery leaves, and I don't know why this one for me, this one sort of springs, Here Comes the Girls. So the school holidays are over, let's go for a holiday. That's why I've sort of chosen that. Okay, that's giving you a kind of sneaky peek. But I do know that Jack from Spread Bookjoy has liked this author's work in the previous time. This is a book I got from the library, so it is quite an older book. But I do like Millie Johnson's books. Shirley Valentine, Eat Your Heart Out. Sorry, my cats might be pronouncing. Ben, Roz, Olive and Frankie have all been best friends since their school. They daydreamed about the glorious futures full of riches, romances and fabulous jobs. The world will be their oyster. 25 years later, Olive cleans other people's houses to support her lazy, out-of-work husband and his ailing mother. Roz cannot show her kind, caring partner Manus any more love because her philandering ex has left her trust in shreds. And she and Frankie have fallen out big time, oh dear. But Ben is determined to reunite the friends and realise the dream they had of taking a cruise by the time they hit 40. Before they know it, it's the 4 of them are far from home on the high seas. But can blue skies, hot sun and 16 days of luxury and indulgence distract from the tension and loneliness that await their return? Ooh. Friendships, late holidays. I'd love to go on holiday with my friends, you know, I might go bum and do that. Then a book that to me is one that I was gifted to me by my anonymous author, and that is Pre-Love by Lauren Bravo. Now this has had mixed reviews on BookTube, so some people have loved it and some people haven't, but I like the idea of it. It's in a charity shop, the green sort of like, I don't know, they're sitting under the cosy lamp because it's when obviously autumn, spring's the time when you start sort of cozying up a bit more in your chairs inside. The charity shops, I know we get very busy in the charity shops because obviously everyone brings their post-summer stuff in. So this is why I've sort of chosen this book. But it's also a really pretty book, and I need these autumn books are also books just to encourage me to actually read them, because if I set them on my TBR now, they won't be left on my shelf. Who do you tell about your little moments of joy? For Gwen, the answer is no one. She knows people, parents, exes, old friends, but she's been drifting long enough to know that she can't quite reach them. To tell them that she's just eaten the best sticky toffee pudding of her life, or that she's been made redundant. In one mouthful, Gwen realises she's lonely. But so is everyone, right? I'm certainly blooming not, I don't have a chance. Her hunt for the connection leads Gwen to the place where every washed up cast-off is welcome, a charity shop. There she meets unlikely friends and donated items with untold stories, and somewhere amongst the dust, the intoxicating possibility of a fresh start. I can't wait to go back to work at the charity shop. I've really missed it this holidays. I'm visiting this week, and I can't wait. I've really missed my charity shop and the friends I made there. Like, I just love it. So yeah, I can't wait to read that. Then a book that definitely looks autumnal, and that is Ellie and the Heartmaker by Hazel Pryor. I read Away with the Penguins by this author a year or two ago, and I loved it. And this looks like, it's the autumny colour, yellowy colour. Meet Ellie. She's perfectly happy living the quiet life with her husband Clive, happy to wander the Exmoor countryside and write the occasional poem that nobody will read, happy to dream of all the things she hasn't managed to do. Or is she? Meet Dan. He thinks all he needs is time and space to make harps in his isolated barn on Exmoor. He prefers being on his own, far away from other people, and crucially far away from the risk of any surprises. What Ellie and Dan don't know is that a chance encounter is about to change all of this. Ooh. I like the look of that. So those are the three contemporaries. Haven't quite decided what month two of them are getting read in, but I think I've kind of had in my own way. Just decided, but... Then this book is a bit random, but it's going on my autumn list. It's a classic, but it's a modern classic, and Picnic at Hanging Rock. I don't know why it looks autumnal, but it does. It's the Vintage Library, the classic. Charlie got me to pick this up years ago, like about this year, I think, and it's a short book. So I'm hoping I will enjoy this. And this is the sinister tale laced with touches of otherworldliness. I think this is set in Australia. I don't know very much about it. It was a cloudless summer day in the year 1900. Everyone in Appleyard... Oh, it's got summer. Why have I got books that have got summer in them? If it's not summer, it's the autumn. I don't... I'm counting this because it looks like late summery. So I'm just going to count this. Everyone at Appleyard College for young ladies has agreed it was right for a picnic at Hanging Rock. After a lunch, a group of 3 girls climbed the blaze of the afternoon sun, pressing on through the scrublands into the shadows of Hanging Rock, further, higher, until they disappeared. They never returned. Ooh, that is a bit spooky, so I'm going to go with the spookiness of that. Then to a book that is definitely like the most autumnal, The Vanishing of Abilene Jones. And this is, I've read The Haunting and The Bewitching, and I think this is the third and last in this series, I think, because I've checked that Phil Jones has got another book out, but I think that doesn't look like it's part of this series, so I think this might be the last one. Turn on your torches and join Abilene Jones. Abilene is determined to discover the truth behind her uncle's mysterious disappearance when she travels to his home with Mum and Aunt Lillian. After years of hoping that Abilene's uncle would return, they have finally decided to sell his house, but Abilene and Howard have other plans. Sneaking out to her uncle's study, Abilene discovers that he has been researching the possible supernatural activities around an ancient burial mound, and linked with the unexplained disappearances of other local villagers, dark magical forces are at work, and they'll do anything to remain hidden, as Abilene and Howard still learn. Ooh. Why is it I'm scared of middle grade? I remember being scared in The Haunting and The Bewitching of Abilene Jones, and they're middle grade horror, so I'm a bit of a wimp, but this looks great fun for me, so I can't wait to read that. Then to a witchy romance, so this is counting as the witchy fantasy, and this is the Hex Appeal by Kate Johnson. This was gifted to me by the lovely Cat from Brews and Reviews. Again, witchy romances, that's got to spring autumnal for me. Things are about to get hexy. Essie Winterscale lives in a huge, ever-changing house on the village of Goodwinter, in the deepest, darkest Essex. She lives with various witches of different ages, including one that's still a bit salty about being hanged in the 18th century, one that keeps accidentally casting fertility spells, and one who knits things that create the future. Oh, this looks so good! Into this coven of chaos stumbles gorgeous, clueless Josh, their new landlord, and he's just discovered his tenants haven't paid rent since the 1700s. As Josh draws further into the lives of the inhabitants of Bedlam House, Essie's determined to keep him at broomstick's length. That is, until a family secret lies lying hidden for centuries puts Josh firmly under her spell. Ooh! Witchy romance. Well excited. I love witchy romances. Love, love, love it. It looks brilliant. Now to my historical fiction. So the first one is one that I know Mandy Rowbotham's an author I love. I'm not going to go with anything that I don't. This is the Hidden Storyteller. Again, these colours sort of really spring out autumn to me. It's the yellows, the dark blues. It's the. I know this is war. This is sort of set wartime, but it's got the word storyteller in it. It's set in Hamburg in 1946. The war is over and Germany is in ruin. Posted to an Allied-run Hamburg, reporter Georgie Young returns to the countryside she fled 7 years prior, at the onset of the conflict, to find it unrecognisable. Amongst the stark horrors of the bombed-out city, crumbling under the weight of millions of displaced souls, she discovers pockets of warmth, a violinist playing amongst the wreckage, couples dancing in the streets, and a nation trying to make amends. Joining forces with local detective Harry Schroeder to catch the killer targeting women on the city streets, curiosity draws Georgie deep into the dark underbelly, and she discovers that some secrets of war did not die with Hitler. Ooh, scary. That does look really good, but it does look a bit scary. I might have to read. And I've got another scary book coming up, but I need to get the next one. This is the next one in the Bella Ellis series. I'm literally reading one a year, I think. I always read it. This one is sneaky peek. This one is for October. And this is The Red Monarch. I've got the next book that's on my Amazon wish list that I will get for next October. And I don't know why. I only read them once a year for October. But they are the Bronte mystery books, which I really enjoyed. I loved the first one. The second one was alright. This one I'm hoping I love as well. The Bronte sisters' first poetry collection has just been published, potentially marking an end to their careers as amateur detectives. But when Anne receives a letter from her former pupil Lydia Robinson, that is impossible for them to ignore. Lydia has eloped with young actor Harry Roxby, and following her inheritance, the couple have been living in poverty in London. Harry has become involved in a criminal gang and is in terrible danger, with allegedly losing something very valuable that he was meant to deliver to the leader. The desperate and heavily pregnant Lydia has a week to return what her husband has supposedly stole, or he will be killed. She knows there are few people who she can turn to at this time of need, but the sisters agree to help Lydia, beginning a race against time to save Harry's life. I hope I like this. I know the next one is looking good. I don't know exactly what the next. I'm hoping I like this one, because like I said, the first in the series I loved. The second one was alright, but I'm hoping the third one will be really good. So fingers crossed. It's very windy this morning. And then last but not least, The Turn of Midnight by Minette Walters. Again, Minette Walters has been really hit and miss. This is the second part of a part, I believe, and I did enjoy the first one. Again, I'm not a massive Minette Walters lover, but I read one of the books and I can't remember for the life of me. Oh, The Last Hours, and I did like The Last Hours. I thought that was really good. Oh, so this has got The Last Hours, and it's the sequels for that, I believe. Again, I've been really hit and miss with this author, so I don't know what I'm going to think. But it's set at the time of the Black Death, and it's it's very dark, very autumnal. As the Black Death continues its devastating course across England, the quarantined people of Devilish have no way of knowing who else has survived, and with dwindling stores, they soon have no choice but to leave their relative safety, but what awaits them in the desolate wasteland outside. Thaddeus Thurkel, a free thinker, educated serf, strikes out in search of supplies and news. A compelling leader, he sets out about ensuring the devilish futures and freedom for its people in a world no one recognises. So Black Death, I think it's like just after the Tudor time. Autumn colours, Minette Walters. It looks dark. I needed a reason to read it, so that's why this one's been put on there. Doodars. So this one has been put. Now, do you guys enjoy reading seasonally? Do you have any sort of seasonal reading plans? Which ones of these do you think I should read in other months? I would be interested to guess and see what you guys think. Obviously, like we said, we've got lots of things happening in autumn. I hope autumn is going to be milder and not too scary and not too spooky. But there are things I enjoy. Like I said, Halloween is good for the kids, although my two are older this year. I don't know how much Mia will be involved. But yeah, fireworks with this. Let's see. I just hope. If you got to this end of this video, leave me an autumn leaf emoji or any emoji that sort of springs autumn to you. I would love it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling. I've had a lot of viewers that are not subscribed, so go on, subscribe if you can. It makes me smile a lot seeing my numbers growing. But obviously you guys make me smile anyway. Anyway, that's it for now. See you all later. Bye bye.